Okay. We're going to take a peek at that.
So the first page is terrible poetry.
Won't make you read it out.
Thank you. Because I literally just made that up on the spot. It is the governor's journal, and it's spotty. Like, the entries are spotty. It's like it's not an everyday thing, but he's like been writing bits and pieces about it. Majority of it is how much he hates being here and how he wishes he was back home. How he's realised that he can take money off of we want the poetry. Damn you, chat. It's skimming the money off the top of the returns, but he's been getting greedier and greedier every time. And he's been doing all this because he's been corresponding with another governor in the islands, who says that they've been doing it as well, and it's easy to do. So he's taken their advice. It then states that the governor said that he's going to come and pay him a visit, and he's excited to meet a kindred spirit out in these islands. He then mentions the name of the person, and it is Damien Sanders.
Wait, so Damien is another governor?
According to the correspondence that he's been receiving.
Been lying.
Perhaps. He turns up, they hit it off, they start talking. He does mention once or twice that the man's very peculiar, that he dresses in very weird, dresses in clothes, always carries an umbrella with him, stays out the sunlight, he's more active at night. He also makes reference to the fact that the housekeepers raised concerns that they were taking food to him, but he wasn't eating it. So, after a while, they just stopped doing it.
All the info.
Later on in the book, like, you flick to the back of the pages, and the governor starts getting a bit anxious because the Empire starts sending emissaries, and he's worried that they're going to find out that he's been skimming money, and he's preparing to tell them all, like, confess everything. But Damien convinces him out of doing it and saying that he will deal with the problem. Shortly thereafter, the first emissary arrives. He greets them, provides boarding for them, the proper host. The next morning, they're gone. And then it happens again, and again, and again. And at this point, the governor's terrified that he's not the one killing these people, but they're dying in his house. And the Empire just keeps sending more and more.
Oh. Plot thickens.
The last entry reads that Damien has come to him with a proposition. And that's all it says.
Right, so let's say I've been reading that out loud to everybody so everybody knows.
No, recite it word for word.
Been reading stories while they've been sitting there. The proposition.
Big Sugar, I will try and do some terrible poetry for you next time. But yeah, you've now got the tax logs that have obviously.
I just realised I muted myself.
I thought you'd be quiet.
I've been saying all this shit, and everyone's just been talking about. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that
sorry?
Was that a swear word? Oh, the count is back down to 0.
Wait, when did I swear?
All this what?
I've been saying what?
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it again because I'm not putting the counter back up.
No, I said I muted myself. I didn't realize I muted myself. So it's like saying all these sentences.
Yeah, that's not what you said though. That's not what you said though. Chat can back me up.
I don't know. I've got like short-term memory loss.
Carrie, you said the other word for poop.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're lovely.
Well, I'm not gonna say it again.
See, chat heard the naughty word.
I've been muted for quite a while now.
Yeah. If people haven't been watching, we've got this little table up, and for some reason my computer's turned it off. But every time I swear, a counter goes onto it, and the team can use that as a reroll for something. Every time they swear, the counter goes down. My delicate ears are shook. I know, it's just something we're doing. It's a bit of a laugh. Anyway, so yeah, you've got the tax logs, you've got the governor's journal, and you've got this contract written in a language you don't understand.
So what I was actually saying just now when I realized I was actually muted was that, like, that proposition, that must be the signed document. So if we can translate that.
it?
Yeah. We should basically know what's going on here.
Well, you can take it to Alba and see what he says or what his advice would be.
I mean, like, the governor must know about it. Like, he probably can't read it, but he probably knows what the contract is.
Oh yeah.
And if we recite that, I was saying we should recite that poetry to him as the ultimate blackmail.
Not. I'm literally changing it to more. Oh, that is more dramatic music, that isn't it? Yeah, but. Oh, all right. You know what? You guys figure out what you discuss between yourselves what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna try and find some terrible poetry.
Just look for, like, cringiest poetry. Love poetry, even better. Or maybe about loneliness, like he is against the world, kind of thing.
All right. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
We've got a lot of evidence now, but I do want to peek into his room.
Yeah.
Let's find some other blackmail material. Preferably more poetry.
Back, guys.
Hey. Nothing much happened. We're just thinking about blackmailing the governor with his own poem.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And, like, the other dude will be there, and Allburn will be there, so he'll be just so embarrassed that he'll just tell us. Maybe we should be like, invite the whole guard. So
Should make the jailer read it.
Listen to the poem recital done by their governor.
All right,
If you don't tell us what we want, then
the governor will have to spill.
Sorry, I found some terrible poetry.
Great.
awesome.
Thanks, internet.
Are we also thinking that this proposition is the contract we found in the other room?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing?
We still want to look around, though.
Yeah, poke in his bedroom.
Cool, I'm gonna make this really quick. Stick your head in the bedroom.
Ha!
It's a bedroom.
Huh.
Why are we doing this fast?
Because this is what I'm doing.
What?
Yeah, investigate everything.
Look under the bed.
I want to find
I recently-
dirty myths here.
I recently had my own bedroom ransacked in a bit break-in. I can tell you where they open up drawers and bring the mattress out of the bed and.
I'm just thinking he's just gonna start throwing, just like in a traumatic rage, like, ah! This is my vengeance.
Feel the wrath that I have felt.
You walk out and there's just smoke rising from the bed, and like, Cordelia, what did you do? Nothing.
No, but like I do want to look under his bed and like open the drawers and move his socks around.
So there's a couple of boxes underneath the bed which are filled with different pairs of shoes. The drawers have his clothes in. His wardrobe's there as well. There's nothing particularly interesting in there. The bottom chest has a few keepsakes in, like books that he's brought from the old lands, but nothing particularly interesting in here.
I just realized Damien's room must be on the second floor too, right?
I think it's where Nathaniel might have gone, probably.
Nathaniel. I almost
Didn't
forgot
have
he
that plus
existed.
10.
How could you forget Nathaniel? Nathaniel's an important member of this team.
He decided to ghost us, so, you know, he's not so important to me anymore.
Well, he did save my life, so he's kind of still important to me.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, that is
Speaking of
true.
him, should probably check on him. He's been gone a little while.
Who knows? He's probably in like some kind of arm wrestle with Captain Goldberg. What?
Sorry, I had a notification, and it's very loud in my ears, and it hasn't actually.
Oh no.
Big Shugs, thank you for follow.
Big shucks.
Shucks.
You know what? If I'm waiting for somebody to, why does it keep doing that? I'm waiting for somebody to actually subscribe, and then I will make them a character in the actual game. But
Ooh,
Wow.
that's cool. Cool idea.
I will laugh so much if Big Shugs now subscribes. I'm like, I have to make a character called Big Shugs.
Yeah.
Big Sugar, sorry.
It's a merchant name if I've ever heard one.
I know. Captain of a ship, I'd say.
I did not expect such a lot. Yeah, the notification thing's marked down. I don't know why it's that loud. It's currently set at minus 37 decibels, so I don't know why it's still that loud. Yeah, you should probably go check on Nathaniel.
Alright, guys, let's
Double
go
step.
find.
It does make me laugh because obviously you guys can't hear the notification settings. I can, and the guys in chat can as well. So so every time you hear me go, that's probably why.
Is it like the Windows
Go find
ending
him.
screen where it's like just so loud and you're like, do, and you're like, ah!
Yeah, something like that actually.
Alright.
So you walk in and there's Nathaniel's pretty much walking back towards you, and he stops dead. He's like, "Oh, hi there, How you doing?"
Found anything interesting, sir?
Yeah, there's a rather fancy bathroom in there.
Did you need
Your
to
pockets
use it?
aren't too heavy. Oops.
Oh, sorry.
Go.
Sorry. Ah, no.
I just wanted. Oh.
I was going to try and answer both of you at the same time. I was like, my pockets still have plenty of space in, lad. Why, have you found something? And no, lass, I haven't had the need to use it yet.
We found something that we were actually looking for. The evidence. About yourself?
Good stuff. Does that mean we can be on our way now with our collected gifts?
We're gonna have to take the rooms back there. We think the biggest mystery of them all, Damien the guest, might have stayed in one of those rooms.
Oh, I think it's the one that Cordelia stood right next to right now. Aye, that one.
Is it locked?
No, it's open.
I want to go in.
Oh, she's gone.
As you do, Nathaniel sort of like gives you a little bit of a bow, and you hear his pockets jingle.
Is there anything interesting in this room?
The room itself is very Spartan. It's like there's nothing in it other than the drawers, the bed, and the table.
Huh.
I want to open the drawers.
There is nothing in the drawers.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, his lair's in the cellar. That's
Is there
where they
any
all do
rogue
it.
drops of blood around?
No, there's not.
Maybe we spilled.
No, there is literally nothing in here. Nothing under the bed, nothing in the drawers.
We'll check
Alright, well, I guess I'll
the
come back
nice
out.
bathroom. Oh, Nathaniel, did you take everything?
Aye, but the chest of drawers, I didn't think it would look right on the ship.
But what about what was in it?
Oh, a thing in there. I didn't find anything. It's like it's never been lived in. Nudge,
Do I
nudge,
believe
wink,
him?
wink.
I guess I don't believe him if he nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
If you didn't see, there's actually a door in that room as well, which leads in. I'm guessing you're going to the bathroom now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
There was a door. This door?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a door in there, and then on the other side there's another bedroom and a door into this fancy bathroom. You know, the layout of this mansion is a bit weird
Weird.
because
Yeah.
the master bedroom is over in the bottom right of the mansion, And then the only bathroom, like the bathroom, you have to go through someone's bedroom to get to.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
I would say this would have been like a master bedroom, just because it's right next. It's like en suite to this.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the study attached to it. Ah, well.
No.
I am not an architect. I do not know.
I don't know. They had weird planning when they first came to this island.
If anybody didn't hear earlier, I did say that if anybody does subscribe, I will try and make them an NPC in the campaign, but I'm most definitely not trying to encourage you to subscribe. Subscribe! So are you all in the bathroom?
I'm just gonna stay out here in the corridor and
With Nathaniel?
with Nathaniel. or rather, Kai, would you like to keep an eye on your best friend Nathaniel?
Tyne, what would you like to do? Are you staying with Nathaniel or going in the bathroom?
Staying with Nathaniel.
Okay, so that pretty much frees you up, Artemia.
I'll leave him to you, and I'll already go into this room.
Nathaniel leans towards you, Kai, and goes, "Hey lass, I got something for you if you like."
Kai does not to be swayed.
Sorry, what was that, Kai?
What have you got for me, Captain?
He holds his hands out, and in one hand there is a bottle of rum, and in the other hand there is a sack of coin, and he goes, "What do you think, wee lassie?"
Ask if he goes into the cellar.
You're not there.
I know. It's a group interest.
But you're not there. Kai, what would...
These do not hold for my heart, Captain. I will keep an eye on you, always.
Oh, alright, here, lass. Suit yourself. He uncorks the bottle of rum with his teeth, spits the cork out, and then just downs it in one go.
Where?
And the coin's in his hand. He just sort of goes... He finishes the bottle, literally he destroys it. It's ridiculous how fast he goes through it. Drops it to the floor, kicks it to one side, and then puts the coins back into his jacket, and he goes, "Well, it's there if you want it, lass. You never know, there might be a shiny bit of jewellery I like."
Did he put it back in his pocket?
Yes, he torpedoed it. It back into his jacket pocket, yeah. Cordelia and Trill, you are inspecting the bathroom.
Yeah.
It is a bathroom. There's a bar of soap.
Is it actually super fancy and really nice?
Oh yeah, the bathtub is literally made of gold.
Ooh.
Okay, well I'm gonna use the toilet.
With Trill
Give you
in
some
there.
privacy there.
Well, people at home,
There's a door.
welcome to the not safe for work stream.
There's a door.
Artemia.
I'll close it.
Well, it's nice that you got the courtesy to close it. Artemia, what would you like to do? You're in the bedroom.
Can I look around this bedroom? Has it been used recently?
No, but open up the wardrobe.
Hi.
There's nothing.
That is a big wardrobe. I thought that was a dresser, to be honest.
There's nothing in the wardrobe. I'm joking. There
Just
is,
so rude sometimes.
there is a travel bag in there.
Ooh la la. Can I rifle through it?
Yeah, there is a number of clothes. It looks like they're men's clothes. They're all neatly folded. There is the insignia of the Empire on a couple of them. So it looks like this is one of the...
Oh shit, is this Captain Allburn's room?
No, Captain Allburn doesn't live here.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the ambassador's bags.
Oh. Is there like any name tag or...
Yeah, Bob. No, there's no...
Bob.
I was going to say Jeremy, but that's already the name of the parrot, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
no, there's no name tags on it or anything like that. There's no documentation in it either.
Okay, so just clothes.
Pretty much.
Are they like completely clean?
Yeah, it looks like they've never been worn.
I just want to point out that I have finished with the toilet and I am a good girl and I'm washing my hands because that's what you're supposed to do.
Remember, people, wash your hands for 20 seconds and use soap.
Gotta learn these times. There's no like. Is there any? Is
Again,
everything else sparse?
yeah, it looks like this room's been made ready for a guest, but the guest has arrived but never actually used it.
That checks out. I see Trill come in. I'm like, nothing here except for this bag. I'll take the bag though.
I was gonna say you should take that. Empty the clothes out. We don't need those.
You never know.
Yeah, they're fancy.
What if I want?
I was gonna. I'll
What if I want to
want to
be Amelia? Oh Jesus, what is it called? Oh my God, I'm drawing such a blank. Sherlock Holmes, Amelia Holmes. Have you guys seen that movie recently?
I watched about 10 minutes of it and turned it off. Anyway.
Basically, she always wears men's clothing and she like changes like multiple times throughout the movie. So.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't say they'd fit you, Trill.
Oh.
Where
And
did
take the
she-
bag.
Anything else, guys?
I think we're done. We can take Nathaniel and get out of here. Or we can take Nathaniel to the cellar.
Who were? Again. Chat, hit me with your oohs.
What? What?
Literally, the chat has literally been every now and again going, ooh, oh, that's what she said.
I know who's saying that.
So you get... Are you going back downstairs?
Well, can we ask Nathaniel, how good are you with steel doors?
Do I have any explosives?
We'll just have to somehow get the key off of Allburn.
Well, he did direct us to the head of the house, so when she turns up or he turns up,
Yeah,
then they're talking to.
fair enough.
Unless you're gonna have it like you were having this conversation as you were going downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you come back downstairs and Allburn is in the dining room.
Illusion.
I'll just be shouting his name as we walk down the stairs, walk into the lobby.
As you... Yeah, he responds with you and pretty much goes, I'm in here.
Come on, Nathaniel. Let's go.
I am going to stand and wait to see if he comes along.
There he is.
I was just waiting for you guys to move your counters, that's all I was waiting for.
Okay.
You can understand our untrustworthy.
You all walk in and Allburn, he still has the... he's gone and got the book with the tax logs in, and he turns back to look at you all and he's like, ah, yes, so you found anything else then?
Oh, we got the tea, my good sir.
Oh.
We'll drop the governor's journal on the table. We've got some good blackmail for the governor in the first few pages, if you wish to read that.
I guess we should go confront the governor then, shouldn't we?
I think we should. I think we'll get something good out of this.
Very well. Lead the way then.
Onwards.
As you turn around, Artemia, Allburn goes, wait. That gun on your back. Where did you get it?
I found it in the town of Oh god, what's the town up north called? The town up north.
Anders.
And Anders.
He sort of looks at, he's sort of like pointing at it, and then he sort of turns to the wall where you took it from, and the illusion's still there. He's like, curious.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Very well. It must just be a very similar model. I could have sworn.
It's part of a pair.
Yeah. I could have sworn the governor told me it was one of a kind.
Yeah, but what does the governor know?
Anyway, let us go speak with him. Would you guys like to carry on and get this bit done?
8 to 10.
Yeah, we could still for another 20 minutes, is it?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how quickly this go. So you're already down there with the governor, so I'll just I'll pop out Allburn.
How?
You get down there. Pretty much the guards are still there, keeping an eye on him. And Allburn, where are you?
Oh god, I was left by the door. There I am.
Did Nathaniel come with us?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find his counter again.
Oh, it's by the stage, I think.
Oh, is there still already one on there? Alright.
It's a different portrait, but close enough, you know.
Yeah, he's there. So essentially, you get downstairs, and as you get down the bottom of the stairs, Nathaniel leans against the wall of the bottom stairs, and you all, I'm guessing you're all going to walk over to the governor. Again, anybody...
I'll walk along with him.
Yeah. Anybody... Well, arrange your tokens how you like. But anybody who's joining us, this boy is the governor. And this is his underling, Pickles.
Oh my god, Pickles.
How could you forget Pickles? Pickles is awesome. And I've just realised that the...
Who forgot?
There you go. You can see Pickles now. Your little... your stat block was covering him up. They're both in jail currently. The governor's still sat, like, sort of, like, hunched up, like, in a little ball. He's still sort of sobbing, and Pickles is pretty much, like, pacing backwards and forwards in his cell.
Allburn, are you wanting to take the lead, or shall we?
No, you guys go ahead. It'll be interesting to see how you work. Should we do it as we did last time? Take it in turns. Paul, who would you like to ask a question to?
Well, I will direct it straight to the governor first, and I'm going to start by reciting a little bit of the poetry he has written to him. Make him uncomfortable. Make him realise what we have in our hands and see how he reacts.
Well, as chat's request, your heart is not a plaything. Your heart is not a toy. And if you want it broken, you just give it to a girl. She'll say that she loves you dearly, and that she'll always be true. But when she finds another boy, she'll say goodbye to you.
Alright then.
The governor's just sort of like, he's frozen solid, and he's like, not saying a word. He's like,
I just wave the journal around in my hands in front of him.
he
knows
not,
what I have.
yeah, he's not looking at you. Tiny Kai, what would you like to ask?
Pass to someone more charismatic.
Cordelia?
Okay, Governor.
Yep.
You couldn't even make it rhyme very well, huh?
I was going through a phase.
Is that phase also including, you know, keeping some money from the taxes for yourself?
He's starting to sweat. Artemia, what would you like to ask?
just so you know, along with your beautiful poetry, we also have all the evidence showing what you've done with those tax money. And your strange affiliation with a man named Damien.
I don't know what you're talking about. He made me do it, I tell you. It was his idea, but he didn't want any of the gold, he just wanted me to do it.
Did you do what?
Skim gold from the Empire. You said you had the... You do have the journal, don't you? Oh no, have I just let it all go?
Dumber than me.
To be honest, you do actually know you've got it all in front of you.
Yeah.
We'll go back to... Do you just want me to keep skipping your time, or have you got a question?
You know what Damien was doing with the ambassadors? Where's the bodies, Governor?
I didn't get involved with that. That Pickles did all that. And he's like, "Oi, shut up!"
Ooh, pickles.
Oh no, Pickles, you've been a bad
Tut.
boy. Tut tut tut.
Oh, that fat man doesn't know what he's talking about. Shut up.
Oh dear, Mr. Pickles.
Paul, what would you like to ask?
Okay. So we also have the correspondence the letters he wrote in the journal. He had letters that were to Damien, is that right?
No, there's no letters. You just got the reference of letters.
Oh, okay.
Like he's essentially in the journal. He said that he's made contact with another governor of the islands, and he's been sending letters backwards and forwards, and that other person that he's been in contact with is Damien.
Okay. I'm gonna do what I did last time and get down low so he can see me eye to eye if he chooses to look at me.
How to speak to little people? Yeah,
Yeah. Speak to children when they're in a huff.
yeah.
I'm gonna look down. I'm just gonna be. There's no way out of this that's good for you. You can determine the level of bad. You either come out of this a corpse or a prisoner. It's your choice.
A corpse.
All you have to do is.
You have no idea how the Empire works, my boy. There's no chance of me being hung.
I'm not talking about the Empire.
Not hung, perhaps tortured?
He sort of looks to both of you and is like, very well, what do you want to know?
Does somebody else want to go? I wasn't thinking it was gonna work.
I'll ask, like, what exactly did you and Damien agree upon when you signed the document with him?
Oh, I'm willing to talk about the diplomats, but that, I'm not saying a bloody word about that.
What?
He's willing to spill his guts about what's been happening with the diplomats, or confess that Damien's had an involvement with killing the diplomats, but the contract's something else.
Right, do you know what Damien did to the diplomats?
I assume he offed them.
True, but no bodies have been found, have they?
As I said, that one over there will have all the info that you want about that. He's good at removing bodies, if you know what I mean.
Can I turn to Pickles and take that lovely rifle off my back and just, like, point it straight at him? It's like, so...
Ah, how the tables have turned!
Yeah, how the tables have turned! Except I can imagine that if I shot this in several places, you'd still be alive, but very much hurting. Do you have
Roll me an intimidation check.
my cool ass gun? Come on, don't fail me now. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank God.
Pickle takes a step back and lifts his hands up, like, not seriously, but high enough for you to see that he's holding his hands up, and he goes, alright then, he sold me down the river. What do you want to know then?
What has Damien been doing to the ambassadors? But precisely, we know they're not living no more.
What he's been doing, I haven't had a clue. He just paid me to get rid of the bodies.
Where have you dumped these bodies? Just in the jungle to be eaten?
Yeah, pretty much. There's some ruins upriver. Take them there and leave them. When I come back the next day, they're gone.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Why
if you
did-
crossed the river and gone to the ruins earlier, you might have found out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Happily walk right by those twice.
Well, we still have to go that way to get back to Nathaniel's ship, so.
That's true.
I'll ask, why exactly did you agree to do this?
He sort of like gestures towards himself when he goes. He was offering gold. A lot of gold. And all he had to do was meet him at night and take the bodies away from town. That's all he wanted. No questions.
Did you have a look at the bodies?
I'm not bloody stupid. Cordelia?
I just want to know, what did you do with the gold? Because when we looked in your bag, there wasn't a heck of a lot there, but
I'm not going to carry around ill-gotten gold, am I?
never know. You're not exactly that smart. Although you might be smarter than the governor.
Yeah. I'm still behind bars,
not
aren't I?
Yeah. Not so fun.
He leans against the side of the cell.
Who's next?
Tyne, anything you'd like to ask?
All of mine's been asked, so I'm good. Thank you.
Cool. Paul.
Okay, so given like my warlockness, if I looked at this contract, would it look like I'd be familiar with the kind of deal? Would it like stand out to me in any way with it signing in blood and stuff, or do I think the blood signing's just for flavor, or?
It's a binding contract, but you can't gather its meaning. Like, you can't decipher anything out from it other than it is a contract that has been signed by two parties.
I wouldn't know if destroying it would end the contract or if it's like magically binding sort of thing.
No, you wouldn't be able to figure that out now.
Okay.
I will say, though, it is mundane. It's not a magical contract.
Hey, Governor,
Yes?
why did he make you sign this contract in blood?
He said it was a tradition of his people. I'm not entirely sure what he meant by that. It's very rather
What?
barbaric, if you ask me.
What island is he from?
You know, he said he was from... Oh, what was the name of that godforsaken place? Oh... Novi? Somewhere south of here. I have to say it's rather weird, though. He's been here for months now. I would assume that his island would require him to return.
I get the feeling that he may not be a governor as he has said he is.
Olburn sort of chirps at this point and he goes... He presented a writ of passage from an island known as Novi, but I have no idea where it is. I have never seen it on any maps.
This writ of passage state him as a governor or just as a person traveling?
It was ratified in an official manner, but it didn't state his occupation.
Convenient.
Seems to be quite the persuasive character, this Damien. Tricking a
Indeed.
governor into stealing from his empire. Tricking a man into disposing bodies just for gold.
You don't understand the depths of human desperation, do you?
Being one, no.
No.
I'm gonna go to the governor again and say, so, if you're willing to speak a little, Anders, what happened there?
Who has the contract?
I think Trill is holding it.
Are you holding it currently while you're speaking to him?
Yeah.
He glances at the contract and he glances up at you and into your eyes, but he doesn't say a word.
Uh-huh. Still with me? Or should I?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You can ask another. I'll let you ask another one.
I'm just gonna say, you know, this contract isn't really beholden you that much. I could tear it up right now and you'd be free to speak.
He lunges forward and goes, "No, don't do anything stupid."
But you want this to remain intact, then I'm afraid, and I'll put it in position ready to rip it. Stop talking, or I stop ripping.
No, I guess if they turn up, I could just say you did it, but I'd rather not have to try and explain it. There's somebody in the chat who just said tear it up. Right, so Damien made me sign it. He said he wanted possession of Port Anders.
Is this before or after everyone disappeared?
Oh, before, boy, before. Kerry, Artemia, what would you like to ask a question?
I ask so I just basically say to the group, I think David might have had a force behind him when he might have he must have first asked to possess Port Anders and then raid it. Though it's still strange of how he did so. I don't know what else to ask.
Cordelia, would you like to ask anything?
What would you get for giving Damien Port Anders? What did you get in the contract?
The governor slumps back against this jail cell and he goes, "Do you know that every official working for the Empire has a signet, a ring to denote his position?" And he raises up his hand, showing that he's got one on his finger currently. Well, let's just say if I hadn't signed that piece of paper, Damien would have laid all the dead emissaries' rings at my feet, and I would have then been a dead man for sure. My family would have been ashamed, cursed, drummed out of the court. I couldn't allow that to happen.
That must have been his plan all along.
Yes, it would appear so. He said he wanted to become the ruler of the town. I didn't think anything of it, even with all that weird inscription writing. He explained it to me and I signed it, and I thought that would be the end of it, but as you know, the townsfolk have all disappeared now.
Do you know if there was anything in Port Anders that would be, I don't know, that he would want? Like what? It just seemed like a little town to us.
I'm not privy to the inside of his head, but I can only assume that he wanted the people, as they're the ones that went missing and nothing else.
Maybe like their souls or something.
Again, he showed me his true colours, and that man is a beast.
I think it unusual that he encouraged you to steal all this money and wanted none of it for himself.
I can't explain it to you. I've told you everything I know.
I have, so I won't rip this up. I am keeping it. Just in case. Fold it up. Put it in my coat pocket.
On that note, we will leave it off there. Thank you everybody for coming tonight. We do apologise for all the technical issues we've had during the stream. It has been a very heavy roleplay stream, this one.
There's no fighting.
No fighting. We nearly fought a bear though.
Yeah.
I should have made you fight the bear.
State conscious.
So, yeah, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to hang around to answer a few questions. I know Kimmy and Kerry need to shoot off, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, sorry, we'll let you guys go. But again, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the video is going to go up on YouTube, and then the edited videos will go up on YouTube as well. Really sorry for all the technical issues. We'll hopefully have it sorted for next time.
Hopefully. I'm trying to figure it out.
We are cutting it off a bit weird tonight, but obviously I think it's a pretty good point to leave it, because obviously the governor spilled his guts. You guys next session can then decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
Can I run to Nathaniel and ask if he's heard of Novi?
All right. Yeah. Nathaniel sort of like pulls a bit of an eyebrow up above his head, like, aye, lass, I have actually, but it's been a long time since anybody's called it that.
Care to elaborate?
Oh yeah, aye. It was called Novi because the ship that first discovered it was called that. But shortly after, nobody went to that island anymore. It's called Isle de Morte now.
Of course it is.
Mentioned that, yeah.
Aye, which roughly translates as Isle of the Dead, because of all the dead people there.
Thank you for the elaboration.
Yeah, no problem. The locals call it something weird as well, but I cannot remember what it's called.
Alright then, I'll be off. I'll see you guys next time.
Yes.
Bye.
There, okay.
Bye, guys.
It's alright, bye.
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 Kai, by the way, you found Nathaniel rummaging through the storage room full of all the weapons.
I wanted to sort of jump in and go, what are you doing?
he sort of like jumped up surprisingly, but he's literally sellotaped all these things to his body, like all these weapons. Just so you know, chat, I'm going to hang around for a little bit. I'm going to answer any of your questions, and I'll answer any questions from Tyne or Paul, if they've got any.
I think I'm okay. I've got like 3 pages of notes written down because of all the shit I've found.
It has been
It's
it has been a very roleplay orientated session. Have you got any questions, Tyne?
About Jeremy the bird. He was turned into the bird because he was originally a diplomat called Jeremy.
I'm not too sure if I'm going to run with that, but I like that.
No.
But no, you've pretty much got to the bottom of the mystery. Well, you don't know why Damien's done it, but you've obviously realised that Damien's the one responsible for it. It is all, to be honest, it's all fitted together quite well, actually, all this random junk, but... Did I hear a naughty word there just from Paul? Paul, did you sweat? No, I don't think you did.
Oh, well, I did, but we're finished. It doesn't count.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. The other thing as well, it's at 0 anyway, so you can't go any lower than 0.
Oh, okay.
Sticky notes. It keeps closing my sticky notes. I don't know why.
Don't forget to plug the social medias as well.
I'll do what I want. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Jailing for 1,000 years. Naughty Paul. So yeah, this is the list that I was talking about earlier. We've got unexpected fires, which we haven't added to. Severed limbs, which we haven't added to. Swearing, which is now down to 0. I will figure out a way of actually doing this as a better table. And then we've got possible Messiah slain, which, if you haven't seen it, they killed Wasp Jesus.
Oh yeah, we did.
How do you keep forgetting about?
I can't. No, it's a strange thing to hear about a Wasp Jesus, but it's really forgettable somehow.
As Tyne was saying, we've got a few social media things. We've got a Discord set up for fans. If anybody wants it, I can throw it into the chat. We have a Twitter. What else do we have? Tyne, what else do we have?
Reddit. You made a Reddit, I think, didn't you?
Reddit, yeah, that was one, and a coffee as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to push that too hard, to be perfectly honest. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
We need to get our first subscriber first, then I might start pushing COVID.
Yeah. Did you make an Instagram? Oh.
No, I haven't.
No.
I do need to figure out a way of posting up the backstories. Okay, there we go. Now I have to start pushing coffee. Thank you, Cherry Blossom. Thank you. Damn you. If you missed it earlier, we're actually gonna anybody who subscribes, we are gonna make into an NPC. So I now need to make it a Cherry Blossom NPC.
Oh, Cherry Blossom.
Oh, did she subscribe? Did she?
Yeah. Actually,
Nice.
Cherry Blossom. We haven't named Nathaniel's ship yet. Would you like the ship to be called the Cherry Blossom?
That's such a good name.
It's good.
Wait to see. She said, "Yeah." I think that was me to making an NPC, but wait to see if she says that about a ship. Sure.
Could be made out of cherry wood as well.
Well, I'll leave it up to you. You can either be the ship or I'll make you an NPC. We do have a Ko-fi, but I'm not really trying too hard with that. The Twitter is actually, I've got quite a bit of a movement on that. But as I was saying, the ship sounds cool. So the ship is now called the Cherry Blossom.
Oh,
I am trying to figure out a way of putting up the backstories and the short stories that have inspired this world so people can read them. Obviously, Twitter's not a good place to do that because you can't put a lot of text on there, can you?
Could put it up. I don't think it's much.
No. I'm not entirely... I did try and record some of it. I might edit it and put it on YouTube, but again, I'd rather put the writing up so people can just do it at their own leisure. Oh, sorry.
Have you got it like on any blog spots or anything like that
No, not yet.
already? Okay.
I could set up not a Wattpad. Yeah, Wattpad.
Then you could have like a pinned tweet on the Twitter that is a link to the short stories and the backstories and stuff.
Yeah. I might need to edit them a little bit. But again, thank you everybody for joining. Feel free to ask questions. I'm going to keep around for a little bit as well. Going forward, I'm going to stream on Monday night. I don't know what I'm streaming just yet. It's going to be a random RPG, I think. Wednesday night is going to be map building and lore discussion, so like more questions and answers. Actually, Wednesday night I am making 2 pitches for a game called Scullery, which is going to take place in this world. So it's essentially going to be fantasy football with actual fantasy elements of magic and shiz. And then next Sunday again, we'll be back, hopefully with less tech issues. Anything you guys?
It's always the first half an hour or so we seem to be wobbly and bouncing around, and then once it's over, we sort of just get on with it and go.
But it's weird. The first 2 sessions were, yeah, they had a few issues, but they weren't anywhere as near as bad as today.
Yeah. I think Discord made it a bit extra wobbly.
To answer your question, Chris, it is actually going to be like Blood Bowl. It's going to be Blood Bowl and a little bit of Quidditch. Essentially, imagine American football. No, maybe. There's a pitch and there's going to be 2 goals at either end, and then there's going to be like hoops where you score points as well. But the thing that makes it really different is it was originally done on ships, and there's like a golem in the centre that holds onto the ball, which you have to get the ball off. Yeah, sort of like Quidditch, sort of. There's not going to be any flying, though. Well, I suppose Artemia could start flying around, but...
Because I've read through the rules, and you say that sustained flight isn't allowed.
Yeah,
It's one of the rules.
So I'm going to say, essentially, you can... Artemia would be able to take off, but she has to end her turn on the ground, so she could, like, do
I see.
long hops. But if she goes, I've got the ball, and flies 30 feet up in the air, there'll be somebody in the stands with a gun going, nope. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It's a long way off, but I do have other campaigns in mind as well, but we're just going to keep this one going for now. You guys haven't even made it off the first island, and I've got about 8 planned.
I haven't even ever explored this island. We went in a straight line between 2 towns.
To be honest, looking at the map, there's not really a lot to explore on this island. There's Port Anders, there's Kirktongue, and then there's the ruins and the mountain. Beyond that, there's not really a lot. But it's been driving me mad because I've been wanting to show this off for absolutely ages. Bye, baby mama. So, if you move on to this one, can you guess what this is?
Just plain white.
Uh,
Oh wait, I need to zoom in.
So there is the island you're currently on there.
Yep, I see it. Is this the world map?
It is, but it's blank. It is, yep.
We don't know any of it.
Essentially, as you explore islands, it will be added to this map. Essentially, every time you go to an island, we'll be adding it to the map, so you'll be able to see where they are in relation to each other.
Yes, I like that. It's cool. Like a fog of war until we've fixed it.
Pretty much. Oh, and you know what? I feel really stupid because there is something I was going to reveal tonight, but then we had all those tech issues. Tyne, are you still there? Oh no, Tiny's not still there, so I'll share this in Discord.
I'm still here. Hello.
Hello. So I was going to reveal this today.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
That's so cool.
I need to mess about with the positioning a little bit, but we've got new art for all the characters, like full body art.
So good.
Uh,
Maze looks awesome.
If you also notice, Paul, look at the handle of the sword.
It's got tentacles on it. It's awesome. I love it.
Like I say, I've got the individual images as well, which I can move around. But essentially, that's going to become our banner as well now.
Nice. It's awesome.
So,
But
is
don't.
that one then?
Sorry, Time.
Who did that one?
Pastel Pumpkin.
Oh shit! Oh wow.
Yeah, she finally got in touch. If you guys can check out Pastel Pumpkin, she's awesome. On top of that as well, I say on top of that, the reason you're stood there like that, Paul, your character, she didn't draw your feet.
Oh.
I don't know why.
I've just got boots and then they stop.
Yeah, pretty much. You got stump legs. But I really like it. The only thing that sort of not annoys me, but I can see me turning around to Pastel Pumpkin and going, I need you to change it a little bit, and it's like, why? The owl has a gun now.
Oh yeah. Shit.
But it's alright for now.
Pretty cool.
That's really nice. Right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot. So, bye guys. Thank you for a great night.
Alright, thank you, Tyne. We're going to call it there, guys. Thank you for joining us. Bye.